Hello, hello, welcome back. I know it's been a few days, but we're back to HOI 4 Old World Blues as Eagle Rock, and I think after about another 6 months of buildup, we are about ready to finally take on Lanius's Eastern Legion. He is currently at war with AI Santa Ana, which leaves a good opportunity for us. He doesn't have a ton of troops. He has tanks, but he doesn't have a ton of troops on our border. Some of our troops are still moving into position here. We've got a plan, all right? The air marshal with most of the army will push down through Dog City, Robot City, all this towards the river. At which point we can probably push some of them in towards their capital and some into Texas, while another army pushes through former Twin Mothers territory. Since this is all isolated in one thing, we should be able to trap and destroy a lot of forces down there. We'll see how it turns out. I mean, we outnumber them on this front so far. However, it's a big however, if they bring a lot of heavy hitting forces back here from the fight with Mexico, could be a bad time for us. Could definitely be a bad time for us. Though we're getting... Our technology, of course, is our greatest asset. And while we wait for everybody to get into position, we should keep advancing this. I don't remember what I was researching, so... We've got a lot of the really good stuff already. I think we'll keep working on our support. Since our demolitions and fire teams as part of our units do a lot of the heavy hitting. Our infantry, our enforcers, even our motorized, our tanks. They've all got fire teams and demolitions, even our power armor boys. You go ahead and deploy into the army group. We need these men ready because we are about to go ahead and demand our rightful territories from Lanius. A few of our units are still not terribly experienced, and some of them are still getting into position. That's fine. We're not going to immediately declare if we're not ready. Our focuses, of course, we are getting down there with how many focuses we have left. We've pretty much filled out our entire economy and trade tree. We can't do this one yet until we've taken Denver. So I guess really the only one we can do right now is robotic soldiers. Yeah, well, some of these guys definitely need to stop training and get ready to fight. Yeah, he's shifting a lot of forces over here. Well, death or glory, this is where it'll be made, boys. This is where it'll be made. Good. I was hoping you would decline. Good. Good. Well. There we go. There's the war goal. Activate the offensives. We've got our air up already. We got fighters and CAS and airships up. I may go ahead and move some more fighters in here to ensure that we've got air superiority over everything. And as per usual, we will build infrastructure behind us as we go. How are we doing on resources? We are good on pretty much everything we can build. Okay, that's good. More air bases then. More air bases. So I'm not sure we're gonna stop with just Lanius. Alright, there is a lot going on here, and I do not like having gigantic standing rock and cons on my border. That is not very nice. I do not like it. No, sir, I do not. Oh yes, also, I was made aware by a viewer that the flashing of the day-night cycle was kind of annoying in the videos. And then I went back and watched it myself and saw the same thing. So we've got that off now. Apologies, I did not even notice. I'm not even gonna bother assigning more mills right now. We're producing everything we need.
Hello, sir.
Okay, his tanks are apparently really dog water because we're just breaking them almost instantly. Which is very good. And speaking of such, we just got missile launchers, so it should be even more of a blowout. Same time, I think we're gonna take 3 barrels for the miniguns. Oh boys, you could pull off a nice stinky encirclement right now. A very nice and stinky encirclement. Beautiful. Well, that'll be a few of Lanius's forces gone. And his chariots just, they don't have the stats. They can't compete with our technology and our quality. Keep building up to a nice minimum level of infrastructure as we go here. Radar! More radar, so give me more radar. We need it. Good, we're making good progress on this front. Obviously progress is going to be a little slower on this front, which means we might have to do a little more actual micro. Which is always just a barrel of laughs. Oh, got another little encirclement there. Okay, we gotta fix this line here. And that is how we'll fix it. Power armor, that's how we'll fix the line. Even just 2 of our infantry against 2 of their tanks is just a blowout. Lanius, I expected better of you, my boy.
Hello, sir.
I really expected better. But it's not over till the proverbial fat robot lady sings. So, we must remain cautiously optimistic. It's like whenever a game comes out in the modern day, you have to be just, at best, cautiously optimistic. Okay, we're absolutely breaking them here. Absolutely smashing them. Oh, you fool! You were getting another tank encircled. Nope. You need to hold this front line, thank you. Thank you, come again. Alright, another encirclement here. Beautiful. We love to see it. Now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put these guys also on this part of the line. Like to secure Bastion here. Good. You should have just given us the hangdogs territory, my boys. You should have just accepted our offer of peace. Now it's a special military operation. I'm not really going to use the robots, but that's really all we can take as far as focuses right now. Let's just pump up the infrastructure so we won't have to do it later. That is the key. Alright. We've got just so many dang civs. I can just build all the infrastructure. And get our, to get just even more resources. A beautiful and vicious cycle. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, research. Sure, we'll go for jet bombers. Probably not going to use them in the immediate future, but you know, whatever works. Oh, one of our generals got wounded. Unfortunate, but that's war, boys. That's war. That's war. Ugh. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Advancing your geopolitical goals. So, you know, for many people, quite useful over the years. Quite useful, actually. Good. Keep up the offensive tempo. Oh, well, if you're just gonna give me another one of your tanks, Lanius, I'm going to take it. And if you're going to leave your heartland open here, I'm going to advance upon it. Simple as. Now, I'm gonna halt this. I'm going to get all these guys from Army 2 onto this front line. And actually take a big offensive posture straight towards Castrosol Rubrum. And we can assign some more traits to some of our boys here. Want to give a lot of them lead foot for the motorized bonuses, since we have a extremely large amount of motorized boys at this point. make sure anytime we encounter combat capable units that we are making them less combat capable.
Hey.
Yeah, we should also attempt to cut off most avenues of retreat for them as well. Good.
Hello, sir.
Progress is being made. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and activate that battle plan so they'll somewhat act on their own here. And then we're gonna let the main battle group kind of regroup a bit here. And we're going to have them push into Tejas. Good. That's a decent little encirclement. They're not gonna get out of. Jet bombers researched. Let's see. We're good on power armor tech. Let's start going down our vehicles tech again a little bit. Let's give these guys a order as well. Beautiful. And we can kind of sit back and watch Lanius's whole deal just explode.
Hey there.
But I can't help it, I have to do the micro. I can't help it. What other? Oh yeah, I've got the human modification one. We're probably not even gonna buy the cybernetic implants technology, but we'll do the focus. We'll do the focus anyways. Little day trip to Roswell there. Oh. Capitulated already. Well. Alright. Well, I think we'll take a little break here while I figure out the rest of this peace deal, and then we'll be back. Alright, and here we go. Unfortunately, Mexico beat me to, well, not Mexico, but Santa Ana beat me to few of the New Mexico provinces that I wanted, including Castrosol Rubrum itself, but we took all the rest. So we can go ahead and cancel all of that for now. Hee hee, hint hint, hint hint. Because I think, well, what's our intel on Mexico look like? 36 to 102 divisions of robots. And I want southern New Mexico. I need it. I want all of Lanius's former territory, and we could probably just either take a little bit of Texas territory or release the remainder. Bring the Texas Brotherhood back, maybe, as a nice buffer state between us and Greater Mexico, and maybe as a possible future ally against Aurelius. But we shall see. I need to get everything organized here first. First off, gotta get everything in good order. And probably see to our dang ol' garrisoning and occupation of this place, our new factories and all that fun stuff. So we'll be back when we've decided on our next course of action. Alright, we're still kind of building up and setting up from the last war, but we now can take the spoils of Denver. Dog City will be renamed back to Denver, and we get a permanent 25% reduction in coring costs of every one of Hangdog's former states. Absolutely excellent. Otherwise, we're kind of beginning to set up for what will eventually be our war with Santee Annie, the main force pushing into Texas. Our kind of spare two armies here, taking all of this former Lanius territory. But otherwise, we've still got a lot of build up to do. So, we'll continue building up, well, until we're ready to go in or do something else a little wacky or silly. Alright, while we're still trying to get compliance up in all these territories, we've got we're getting our resistance down because we're on wasteland pacification. We have plenty of gear and manpower for our garrisons. We've just got to get compliance up. In the meantime, we've taken some economic decisions. We're doing new citizen care package for less resistance, more compliance, and grain solicitations for, of course, always more population for more manpower. We're emptying Fort Huachuca R&D. We'll get some manpower and a bunch of cost reductions on tech for that. And we're also buying the schematics for Old World power armor and Vault Tech infrastructure. And why not? We got the money. Let's buy a GEC. Let's just buy a GEC. Why not? We can just have one. We can just have a GEC. Why not? But in the meantime, we still just need to get that compliance up to 95. I'd like to core at least some of the taken territory before we go on Mexico, so it's going to be a little bit of a wait. But we just got spoils of Denver, so let's go ahead and consolidate Colorado, which will give us 25% Let's Justify War Goal time, and will allow us to form the Colorado State, at which point we will be able to take Forging an Empire, which will give us some pretty dang good bonuses, especially for air. We'll move our capital to Colorado Springs, and then we can really start concentrating on mopping up the East here, establishing ourselves as really the big power of the East, really the only power of the East. Which means eventually we're going to have to tangle with the horse-riding menace of Standing Rock, which I am not jazzed about. Leif, please do something. Please do something about them. But we'll see. We shall see. But these things scare me. Lots of horsemen. Plus, they've got the cons on their side, which is another about 50 divisions in the field. We'll see, we'll see. But we got big plans. I got plans, Arthur. We just need some time and some more god dang bottle caps. So, we'll continue with the course we've laid out and see how we are maybe by the time we finish the next focus, huh? Alright, it's been a little bit of time. It's now November of 2283, where we left off last in, I think, September. We got our GEC. We're using it to improve the state of Paradise, which is somewhere over here. Right there. We're still working on getting that old world power armor. And Huachuca R&D. But things are going well as far as getting our compliance up and resistance down. It's almost at 50%, at which point we will be well on our way here. Otherwise, it's just waiting to be able to continue on here. We're going to go ahead and form Colorado so that we can take forging an empire. Why should we stop at Colorado? Our ancestors were part of the United States Air Force. The entirety of this continent should fall under our control. Damn right it should. And now we are known as the Colorado State. A little change in flag. I kind of prefer the previous map color and flag, but that's personally me. But that gave us well, I can't see it now because I already clicked the decision, but I believe it gave us a couple cores, and that'll speed things up quite a bit. Plus, I think before we go to war with Mexico, we'll probably expand our Air Force out here a little bit. And we'll definitely be building some more air bases in this area here so that we can have air coverage all over Texas when we do go to war with them. There's a lot of planning and construction that needs to go on here. A lot of preparation. This is going to be probably our greatest fight yet. Because we'll see if they disappoint me as much as Lanius did. We shall see. Alright, January 2284 has come. We just finished researching elite weaponry. So we'll get that in production, get our infantry even better weapons. And at the same time, we will spend some of our XP and start researching elite riot gear for our heavy infantry units. Assign some of our stray mills here. Yeah, there we go, that's better. And otherwise, we are kind of continuing to let our compliance build up. It's almost up to 60% average. Some places are up as high, around Denver, as high as 77, 78%. So it shouldn't be too much longer until we can start coring some, keyword some, of this territory. We're also going to start researching Great War APCs, and just for the heck of it, since there's not a whole lot else we need to research right now, we've started researching a little bit of naval tech. Though I'm pretty sure we'll not end up using any of it. We will see, at least. We'll see. Alright, just a quick update. It is 3rd of April, 2284 now, and we have to kind of speed up preparations here. I am recruiting a bunch more units, fill out some of these armies a little bit, and then we're immediately going in on Santiani because, well, Aurelius is getting ready too, and we want to beat him to the punch. So, we're going to make final preparations. Luckily, resistance and everything is all under control, and some of these places are just about ready to be cored, so we're going to start saving up our PP. We've finished out the focus tree now, so I'm not doing a continuous focus so that we get more PP. We're going to need a lot of PP to core all that land. So, gonna sit back and make final preparations, and then war with Robo Santa Ana. Oh boy, this is gonna be either a disaster or an excellent victory. Time will tell. Alright, it is now the 6th of May, 2284. We've managed to core a couple of the provinces we took from Lanius, mainly the Denver area. Some others will be ready to core quite soon, but we cannot afford to delay with Santiani looking like he's gonna get ate up by AI Moctezuma and Aurelius's Legion. So we must strike first. We've already got the air up. Fighters covering central New Mexico, East New Mexico, and the Brazos Corridor, as well as airships and CAS planes providing air support. So, let's just get right in there. Activate the battle planes and watch the magic happen. Oh, we got 2 fighter wings still just standing by here. Let's push them to South Texas then. We want total air superiority. Total and complete air superiority. Oh yes, we did also just research advanced industry by buying it. We just finished that up. It's down here somewhere. There we go. We still got 10 days on Old World Power Armor. We're also researching plasma weaponry. And using textbooks here to somewhat offset the heavy research penalties from purchasing these things. I'm just gonna send this guy on a wild snaking mission.
Sir.
You too. I need to snake in behind them and encircle them. Good.
Hey there.
I would very much like to
Hey.
contain some of their units and destroy them as quick as possible. Make the later parts of the war a lot easier.
Hello. Hello.
There we go. We got our elite riot gear. And we'll start in on virtual reality training.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, the regular infantry units just ain't gonna cut the mustard. Not against us. Now let's
What's up?
destroy these encirclements quickly so that we can
What's up?
move the rest of our forces towards something a little greater, huh?
What's up? What's up?
One encircled. I'd like to end this whole part of the front.
What's up?
I'll just make sure that our boys are occupying all this territory here so that nobody else can. Looks like we've got another encirclement around Lubbock.
Sir? Haven't had a decent meal in weeks.
Go ahead and eliminate them here.
What's up? Hey there.
Just finish all that off, boys.
Hey there. Sir? Hello?
The more of this we finish off and quick, the more can go
Sir?
to the actual front. There we go. Great War era armored personnel carriers for our motorized boys. Now we can get advanced tanks as well. I'll push for advanced logistics vehicles also.
Hey. What's up?
Before you know it, we'll have
Sir?
the most, well, I think at this point we probably already have the most advanced military in the wastes.
Sir?
But we'll be even more ahead. We'll be even more ahead of the game. Alright, we need to push for Lone Star so we can get a little better supply over here, huh? We need these supply routes and supply hubs.
Had a decent meal in weeks.
We get another encirclement here. Oh. Already? Done already. Well, it means we're gonna have to really, not take much. But I'm fine with that. There we go. Unfortunately, Montezuma takes a lot of Texas, but we managed to liberate Lubbock and Lone Star and the rest of the former Lanius controlled territory at the very least. So you guys can
Meal in weeks.
cease and just get on that front line just in case. Just in case of Montezuma wanting to push further into Tejas. We've got our nice little nub into Texas there, which we will likely expand on later. One thing I did add a submod to the list. It will be By the time this video comes out, it'll be on the Steam Workshop list for this, which is instant war justification. I'm limiting how I use it on the honor system here. But for another playthrough I want to do soon, probably after this one, that is going to be less based off of telling the story of the focus tree and more of telling our own little story. I'm going to want to use that for that submod for that specifically. So we'll probably attempt to mop up Oklahoma here and the super mutants in Texas, and then we will see where we go from there. I still think probably our biggest fight is either going to be Aurelius or Standing Rock. Standing Rock is just crazy OP. They always get massive, and they'll probably be our hardest fight. But I think for now this is going to be a good place to leave it off. Maybe core one more place here, core one more state while we're at it. But I think we'll be wrapping this playthrough up quite soon. I'm not going to do like a world conquest or anything with this one. I wanted to get through the Eagle Rock focus tree and perhaps a little bit of conquering and consolidation afterwards. We'll see. We'll see how far we go. We'll keep going as long as we have fun, right? As long as we're having fun, we'll keep going. But the minute it starts becoming a irredeemable slog is when I mentally check out. So, for now, thank you all for coming out. Be sure to leave a like, maybe even a comment, and maybe even subscribe. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.